right, there we go. You're gonna bring your feet right under your hips. Reach your arms to the sky, the ceiling. Find a nice level square pelvis. So you're not sticking your butt back, you're not tucking your hips under. Just engage through your core. Shoulders down your back. Right and left, here we go. It's right, left, right, and left. All right, good to see everybody. I'm so glad so many of you could join this Thursday afternoon. Get your workout in. Lift, lift, that little pull down, down. Actually, it's a big pull down. Lots of stuff we do in bars, little. So I probably say little a lot. But this is big, right? Pull, 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 pull. And then you're gonna turn towards the leg you lift. Just take this side. All right, I know a few of you are newer to Instagram. Feel free to leave a comment if you can't hear me or anything is going on technology-wise. I know sometimes things don't go totally smooth, so always let me know. And just keep moving. Even if you can't hear me, keep moving. All right, we're gonna hold our arms to goalposts. Keep our legs lifting up, up. All right, goalpost means nice 90-degree bend in your elbow joint. Nice 90-degree angle between your upper arm bone and your armpit. We're gonna press our arms straight to the sky. Press up, up, push. So think not just about the press, but the pull too. So you pull your elbows down. I overthought a little. Keep moving. Lift. All right, find support from your abs. You want to lean forward or back. We'll find a squat. Here we go. Last time through, find a squat. You're gonna keep your arms in those goalpost arms as you bend your knees. Shoulders drop down away from your ears. You've got this little hinge forward at the waist. Arms, belly hugs in. Arms are gonna move big. It's forward, forward, forward. So find a big squeeze, your shoulder blades. Push, push. We're gonna add full range of motion. So find your low position, down and up. It's down, up, down, up. Pull. Find that big squeeze, but not so big that your ribs flare open. We wanna keep abdominal support contraction the whole class. So you really think about abs hugging in and down, in and back, whatever words make sense to you for that abdominal engagement. All right, we're gonna hold the down. Here we go. Hold the down. Lift your arms up, turning your thumbs towards the back wall. Shoulders glide away from your ears. Nice long neck. Low belly hugs in. You pulse arms and legs. Arms go back, seat goes down. Pulse and drop. Push. All right, gaze is forward, just a few feet in front of you. Keeping your neck in the same line as the rest of your spine. Nice long line, top of your head to your tailbone. Let's press. Push. Push. 6 more. Push. Drop. Push. Try to go a little lower for 4, or 3, or 2. All right, hold it there. You can keep your hands up or come to prayer, just pulse down, 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 down. All right, little pulses to finish our warm-up here. Hopefully feeling a lot of heat in the tops of your thighs. If you want to take this into a little different place, you can think of pushing your heels down more, lifting your toes up. That might get your glutes a little bit more. Or you can take the opposite, push your toes down, lift your heels up. That might get your thighs a little bit more. Try to go a little lower. That'll get everything a little more. Down. Down. All right, just a few more. Then we're gonna plank. It's 6, 5, forward fold. Find a little stretch of your hamstrings. And then you're gonna walk out, find a high plank. Hands come right under your shoulders. Legs are nice and long. You want a nice level, even pelvis, just like we talked about at the beginning of class. You want to support through your toes. You can always drop to your knees, curl your feet in towards your seat. All right, keep that nice long line. Little bend to your elbows. Shoulders down, neck and spine long. You're gonna lift your right leg up, pull your knee to your elbow. It's in and reach, pull and reach. Staying on the right. Your goal is to keep the right side of your hip lifted. Same side height as your left. We're gonna hold it in and pulse. Just plug your knee in, hug your knee in. That's what I said. Pull, 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 pull. 4, 2, just hold and squeeze. Try to get your knee a little closer to your elbow. Hug your abs up and in. Down dog in 3, 2, and 1. Plant your feet, lift your hips. Finding a little breather between sides, but this should still feel like work. Push your heart back towards your thighs. Little bend in your elbows. Heels to the floor. One more breath in, and then lower down. Find your plank again. All right, nice. Long line. Nice supportive core. You can always do this from your knees. Left leg lifts. Keep your pelvis nice and stable. Lift your left side up if it dropped down. Knee pulls in. It's in, extend. On the back, you want to squeeze your glute. Pull. You want to try to keep your right side as stable as possible. Pull, reach, pull, reach. Now hold it in and just pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep breathing, stick with it. You know you're almost done, just a hold to finish. Hold it in, here we go. You hold. 3, 2, child's pose. Tap that left knee down, let your right leg find the same angle. Shift your hips back towards your heels. Whew. Big breath in and out. All right, little movement in the arms. Okay. We got one more plank. We're gonna do a forearm plank. So, elbows come right under your shoulders. Legs extend long, or you can tap your knees down. Find the support you need right here. All right, it goes without saying, you don't have to take these variations in plank. Holding sometimes is the hardest thing. So you do what works for you today. Might be different than the last time you did a plank. All right, the option, if you don't want to just hold, you want a little more. So you're gonna take your feet a little wider than your hips. So you see mine went out to like shoulder distance apart. And then from here, you're gonna reach and tap your right hand forward. Press your elbow down. Left hand reach and tap. It's reach and tap. Keep going, slow and tap. Going slow lets you really focus on not moving except the arm. And still, I think it's nearly impossible, but do the best you can. Remember, you can always hold. Let's reach. All right, here's our last one of the arms. All right, hold. Bring your legs back to center. You took them wide. We're gonna end with knee bends. 20 little bend and stretch. Take it, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. It's bend, stretch. You got it. Great place to close your eyes. Go inside, just finding a little bend and stretch. Bend, stretch. Keep your hips lifted. Don't let them drop. Don't lift them too much. It's bend, stretch. 4, 3, 2, tap your knees down. Find an extension stretch. Keep your hips high. Melt your heart to the floor. Whew. All right, big breath in and out. All right, we are gonna grab our weights next. If you have handheld weights, At home, great thing to use. If you don't have them, no worries. My other one is hiding over here. All right, we're gonna come into high C curve, but we're gonna bring one weight, and it doesn't have to be a weight. If you have anything nearby, don't leave the room, but if you have anything nearby that would work, you're gonna take the weight, put it between your knees. Finding a little squeeze of the weight, legs then come hip distance apart. You hold on behind your hamstrings, lean back till you feel a little catch in your low belly. Then tuck your tailbone under. Your goal, of course, is not to drop the weight. Squeeze your legs. Squeeze in a little, in a little. I'm not gonna say an inch because with the weight there, you're not gonna move an inch, but just wanna feel a little bit of energy of your legs towards each other. And as you find that energy in, think of your two hip points hugging into, they hug, hug, hug. As they hug, the middle of your low belly pushes down and in. All right, hug, hug. 4, 3, 2. Now hold that energy in. If you haven't already, reach your arms long. It's back a little, up a little, back, lift, back, lift. All right. The right height of your arms is the height where they block your face, like mine are doing. But you want your hands a little higher than your shoulders. It's back a little, up a little. We're finding flexion of our spine, which is that tip of your hips under, tucking your tailbone, drawing your lowest rib towards your hip point. Continuing to feel the energy in of your legs. It's back and lift. 3, 2, now hold down. You're gonna bring your hands to a few different places. You have a choice. You can bring both hands behind your hamstrings, great place to be. You can also bring your hands, if you wanna take the option, we're gonna bring our arms one on top of the other. So right arm on top, left arm down. We're gonna rotate to the right. You rotate right for 2, center. First 2, say right, right, 2, center, 2. As you turn right, I want you to really think about squeezing the weight. Whatever you got between your knees. Center. Can you push your arms into each other? Drop your shoulders away from your ears. 2 more. As you go to the right, that left elbow lifts a little higher than the right. All right, just hold. Switch your arms. You can always hold on. You could also just hold on with your right hand. We're gonna rotate to the left. Left 2. Center 2. Left 2. Center. Don't drop the weight, squeeze it in, but put the work in your abdominals. Try not to let the muscles in your legs and hips take over. Sometimes that's easier said than done. 2. All right, last one. Come back to center. Weight ball, whatever's between your legs, I want you to grab it. You can set it to the side or hold on. You're gonna squeeze ankles, knees, and thighs together. Find even more inner thigh engagement as you zip up. Inner thighs, waist. From here, you just curl up. Finding those little lifts. You're not leaning back very far. You're focusing on your ab strength. Lift, up an inch, up an inch. Lift. This is where we finish. We got this in a hold. Stick with it. Lift. 4, 3, 2, hold. All right, arms straight. Hands a little higher than shoulders. Shoulders down. Neck long, maybe close your eyes. Tuck your tailbone under. Draw your low belly in. Breathe 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. You are gonna come up to standing. Grab your weights if you've got them. All right, we're gonna find our feet right under our hips. Stand up really tall. Elbows into your sides. 1 bicep curl at a time. You take it right, down, left, curl, getting into our arm work here. We're gonna add more on. I think I've told you guys, some of you probably heard me say it before. I once made a joke teaching a class during arm work, like, if you're bored just working your biceps, don't worry, we're gonna do more. And my boss at the time, who was not anyone you guys know, but anyway, I got in trouble for saying that, because arm work shouldn't be boring, right? We're still working our biceps. All right. Down, lift, butt. Sometimes jokes don't come out right either, right? At least for me. All right, just a few more. All right, last time through. Hold your arms halfway. So you've got this 90-degree, maybe a little more than 90-degree bend. You want your forearms perpendicular or parallel with the floor. You're gonna take your arms and shoot them out for 2, hug back for 2. You push and pull. You push and pull. Push and pull. You push and pull. Press and pull. Imagining like cables attached to something on the wall across from you. Really pull back. You pull and press. We're gonna hold the out for hammer curls. Here we go. Palms face each other. You curl your arms in and out. In, out. All right. Nice bend in your knees. You might feel like a little tuck of your hips, just so you don't overarch the low back. Take it in. We'll hold the in, pulse it out. Here we go. Hold it in and just press up an inch, push, 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 push. You can stay right here. If you want a little more leg work, you can lift your heels, bend your knees a little more balance work. You press, press, press. All right, hopefully feeling it in your shoulders. Even as you work the tops of your shoulders, don't let your shoulders creep up to your ears. Keep your shoulders down. All right, hold. Maybe now take that heel lift option, maybe don't, but press your arms up, squeeze your elbows in. Hold here, we'll hinge forward in 3, in 2, drop your heels, hinge forward. You're gonna reach your arms long, pull back, reach, pull, reach, pull, reach. All right, pull, reach, pull, reach, reach. Holding this nice squat. You're gonna feel it in the tops of your thighs. You'll feel it more the lower you go. You can stay right here if a little less cardio, a little less full range of motion is what you want, or you can add a rise on the up. You pull, reach, reach, reach. With the weights going out in front of you, that kind of counterbalances your squat. So maybe go a little lower. All right, a few more. Down and reach. All right, last one up. Hold it down. You're gonna fly your arms back behind you. Tricep lifts. You just lift up an inch, up an inch. Shoulders draw down your back. Arms stick straight. All right. I can see in the camera that my arm is not stick straight. I've got a little pain happening on this right elbow, you can see. I'm gonna use that as my excuse. Might not be my excuse, but try to keep your arms as straight as possible as you tap up. Find a little more bend in your knees. 4, 2, all right, hold. We're breaking up our triceps, so get as much out of this moment as you can. Get your arms up a little higher, shoulders down your back. We're gonna hug a giant beach ball. Swing your arms forward. Hug a nice beach ball. Then from there, toe heel your feet out till you find a wider squat. Toes point out a little bit on the diagonals. From here, it's down an inch, down an inch, down, down. All right, same option in this second part of our squat arm series. You can stay low, stay in a small range of motion and hold. If that is what your body needs, sometimes that's harder, all right? Sometimes that builds up more muscle burn. So you decide. We're gonna go full range of motion. Add the legs if you want. All right, here we go. Hold it down. Pull your arms back. Push, push. All right, once you've got the arms, you made your decision. Maybe you stand up. It's lift, drop, lift, drop. And it doesn't have to be all one or the other. You can do a few big range of motion and then say, no thanks. I'm gonna hold it down. It's down. Sometimes we get really caught up in like what we should be doing, but you never have to do what I say, and on Instagram Live, you especially don't have to do what I say because I can't see you. If you're ever not really sure though, always send me a message. Happy to give you feedback on what might work best for your body, any injuries you have. Keep breathing, send a lot of oxygen to your muscles. We're gonna finish with one last tricep series. 4, 3, 2. All right, hold it down. Sweep your arms back behind you. This time, thumbs to the floor, pinkies to the sky. Your arms go bend, straighten, bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. And keep your chest nice and lifted. Nice long neck. Don't drop your head. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Could you go a little lower in your squat? We made it. We hold. Hold your arms straight. Could you go a little lower? Breathe your belly in and back. We'll set our weights down in 3, in 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, stand up, grab a sip of water if you need. We are gonna come to our waist-high surface. So I have a chair here. If you want to grab a chair, awesome. If you want to hold on to a wall, that might be great too. I'm gonna give you guys a little more view. Be up. Okay, so you're gonna stand next to your chair, your wall, your countertop. You want your legs hip distance apart, and you want to get both legs super straight. So squeeze the muscles right above your kneecaps, nice and straight. And then you're gonna point your left toe forward. Right? If your right hand is on your surface, right hand, left leg goes forward. You lift your leg up just a little bit, not very far. From here, you're gonna lift your leg up an inch, lift, lift, lift. We could do this without a chair. We're gonna add some stuff on, which is gonna need the chair a little bit more, but you do what you can do. I think those of us who do bar a lot in this past few months, we've probably gotten used to doing a lot of bar moves without a bar. But right, there's a reason we use a bar in bar class. It definitely helps with support, and sometimes when you have that support, you can get a little deeper into the work, into the muscles. So don't always think of it as making it easier. All right, we're gonna hold the lift. Hold your leg up. Flex your foot. Turn your toes to the side, turn them back to center. Toes to the side. I think I have summer feet. Don't look at my feet. Toes to the side and center. Side and center. Is your right leg still straight? Try to squeeze all the muscles in your right leg. That leg is not resting. Right leg and left leg are working. All right, you're gonna hold the turn out. Inner thigh is up to the sky. Maybe you could lift your leg a little higher. You're gonna bend and stretch your knee. Your knee just goes bend, straighten, bend, straighten. Keep going. Just turning a little bit so you guys can see. It's bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. 3, 2, now hold that stretch straight. Lift your leg a little higher. Maybe now challenge your balance. Bring your hands to prayer. Lift your leg. Feel your abs supporting you. Stand up tall. You're gonna step this left leg back. In 3, 2, 1. Step your leg back. You're gonna find a hinge lunge. So hinge lunge means you've got both knees bent and this little lean forward. All right? You're gonna keep your right hand on the bar, right hand forward, bend your knees. Pulse down, 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 down. All right, we are comboing our thigh and glute work today. So you should be feeling this all over in your legs. As you found this lunge, you really want to push down through your right heel, and that's going to translate to a lot of work in your right glute. You want a nice long line, head to your tailbone, head to your back knee is almost all in the straight line. Just find these little pulses. Pulse, pulse. If you gaze down, you want to see that your right knee is right over the middle of your foot. Sometimes it kind of wants to flop in or push out. Really push down through both sides of your foot to keep it nice and even, nice and perpendicular. Coming up to a change. I hope you've been building nice heat in your leg. You take it down, 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 down. We're gonna hold it down. 4, 3, 2, hold it down. All right, keep your support of your chair. Go as low as you can. Now really slow, we're gonna rise up. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4. With these slow counts, maybe you can get your knee to the floor. Down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. All right, one more. Then it gets worse. I'm just kidding, I shouldn't say that. It gets better. All right, hold the down. Reach your left arm long. Push down through your right hand. Push down through your right foot. You're gonna pull your left elbow to your left knee. Here we go. It's pull, 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 pull. All right, if you want a little bit more, you can take both arms. Pull. But if you feel really wobbly, hold on to that chair. This is all about keeping your right leg stable, keeping that bend really deep. Don't stand up. Pull, 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 pull. 4, 3, 2, pull your leg forward, stand tall. This is where we started, this is where we finish. Both legs straight, maybe reach your arms to the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. We've got a little bit of full range of motion relief in between sides. So you can move your chair, your surface, move your body. You wanna be able to step wide. Step wide, bend your knees, up and down. It's down, left, down, and left, down, left. All right, down, left, and left. All right, arms reach forward. Hope you guys are doing okay. Sweating a lot. As you do this two-legged exercise, kind of take stock of how your right leg's feeling. I know mine is more tired than my left. I know I worked my right glute. Maybe take your arms up. All right, I see some hearts, that's good. Nice, thumbs up. All right. push. Whew. Just a few more. Could you go a little lower? We're gonna hold it down. 3, 2. All right, hold it down. You're gonna keep your right arm up, left hand comes to the side. Come up and over. Find a nice oblique stretch work. Push back through your hips. Then take it the other way. A little faster now. You reach, 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 reach. We weren't just stretching. Did you think we were just stretching? No way. You reach. Tricky business. 4 more we hold. 3, 2, just a hold to finish. All right, hold. Come a little lower. Gear up for the other side. Push your knees back, maybe lift your arms to the sky. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we've got all that. On the other side, the leg lift starts. You bring your feet in parallel, right under your hips. Support from some surface to your side if you've got it available. Both legs get stick straight. Right foot reaches forward. As you did that, you maybe kind of slouched down. Try not to do that. Lift up. Lift your leg up an inch. Up an inch. Lift. 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 All right. Good. Little lifts. All right, I've been thinking about these Instagram bar classes. It's like a new kind of training for me. Before this year, I've been teaching bar for about 5 years, but I always joked that I couldn't do the exercises and teach, right? I get too tired, but now I am doing it. I am working out right there with you. I think the more tired I get, the more I mix up my words. So you can tell from that. All right, little lifts. Up, up. You really want to feel straightness in your left leg, a squeeze of your left glute. That little lift up is tiny, and it's more about the straightness of the leg. Lift. Just a few more before we find a little rotation through our hip joint. Try not to lean back. Tendency here is to lean back to counterbalance the weight of your leg. You stay forward, and then lift your leg and hold. Flex your foot. Your toes rotate out to the right and center. Out. Center. Rotate. Center. Rotate. Center. A few more, then we find those bend stretches. All right, this time, hold it out. That inner thigh rotation, you stand up a little taller. Keep your left leg straight. Right knee just goes bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Just bend, stretch. All right, play with how high your leg is. Lower might be better to really just get into your quadricep, not into your hip. Stretch. All right, we hold, hold. Maybe now bring your hands to prayer. Find your balance, stand up tall, left leg straight. We're gonna step our right leg back. Find that pulse in our hinge lunge. Let's do it, step back. Find support from your surface. Bend your knees. That little lean forward at the waist. Strong core. Left foot pushes down. Little pulse, you go down an inch. All right, so you guys know what's coming. We've got this side of our legs. We're gonna find a final hold using both legs, and then it's abs and stretch from there on out. All right, so really don't hold back. Burn out your legs here. Let your left leg work even harder than your right leg did. Maybe try to get more sore on the left for tomorrow. Find that pulse. Down, 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 down. All right, keep your abs hugging in. Keep pulsing down, down, down. All right, you want your hips to be nice and square. As you get tired, this right hip might drop down. Lift it up to the same height as your left. Push, 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 push. You can always bring your hands to prayer if that feels better. Harder. I'm a little wobbly myself. That surface feels good for me. We're gonna find that slow, big range of motion. First we hold it down. All right, come as low as you can. Now we go up, 4 counts. Take it up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4. Don't rush it, up, 2, 3, 4, down, slow, 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 up, 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 up. All right. How low can you get your right knee to the floor? Maybe you can tap it. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, last one up after this. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3. Now we hold it down. Right arm reaches, really push down left leg, right knee pulls in. Whew. All right, if you are not feeling that burn, I don't know what to tell you. I hope you're feeling it in the left leg. Keep that big bend of your knee. You pull, maybe both arms, pull. Trying to keep your left leg solid. Big bend of your knee. You pull. 4, 3, 2, hold the in, stand tall. Reach your right leg forward. Lift your leg a little higher. Maybe lift your arms to the sky. We're gonna finish in standing parallel right here at your surface. You'll just plant your right leg down. 3, 2, 1, both feet down. Hold on to your surface. Lift your heels up. Bend your knees forward. All right, you're not leaning forward or back. Bring your hands, one to your heart, one to your belly. Feel your heart pumping. Feel your breath going in and out. Go lower. Lower. Just 10 more seconds, you can do this. Could you go a little lower? Heels high. We're gonna stretch our quads right here, right after this. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Whichever leg wants it, stretch your quad. We're gonna stretch quads and glutes. Then we do our abs. Push your foot into your hand. Stand up tall. Even as you stretch, try not to sink into that right hip. Lift up. Then whatever leg you chose, cross that ankle over the other knee. Sit down. Trying to read what it says. Huge burn. I love it, Bryna. Go for a huge burn. All right, feel that huge relief now with a nice stretch. All right, other side. Grab your foot. Push your foot into your hand. And it's to sink into your hip. And then take it to your glute. Cross your leg over. Sit down. Use the support from your chair to keep your chest lifted. Think of swinging your hips to the right, then push your knee down. All right, we're gonna finish with some abs. You don't need anything except a little space on your floor. We'll go there in 3. One more big breath in. And exhale. All right. We are going to come down. Find a reverse tabletop position. So that means you lay your head down. Just gonna adjust our screen just a little bit with all those nice comments. I want you guys to still be able to see me. Okay. And then lift your knees up. Knees come right over your hips. Your feet are just a little higher than your knees. You can bring your hands to your abs. You can push your palms down to the sides. You're gonna flex your feet and bring some space between your legs. Legs hip distance apart. All right, you're gonna drop your left heel down towards the floor. Your knee stays in a 90-degree bend, and then you lift it back up. Then you do the other leg, down. And lift. Keep going. Down. And lift. All right, kind of tuning out the music here. I want you guys to just go really nice and slow. Slower is better here. And a lift. If you want a little more, you can reach your arms up and take the opposite arm back as leg drops. match your breath with your movement. You choose when you inhale or exhale. But let that breath help you get deeper into the work. You want to keep your low back pushing to the floor, especially as you take your leg away. As you move your leg away, don't let your back arch away from the floor. Just a few more, stick with it. Push yourself to work your abs a little more. All right, last one, even yourselves out. All right, you're gonna take your hands, push them into the floor. Extend your legs straight on the diagonal. Push down. You might even take your hands out a little bit wider to more of A position, B position, however your brain works. You're gonna lower your legs and hold. Again, tuck your hips under, draw your low belly down, lower your legs and hold. Then from here, you're gonna cross your legs over, 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 or just cross, cross, cross. All right, shoulders down, abs tight. Swish, swish. This is where we finish our abs. You can do it, just this in a hold. All right, we'll get a little relief before that hold. Give me 4, 3, 2. All right, hug your knees into your chest. Find a little relief. And then here is our hold. You're gonna bring your legs back to that rooftop, tabletop position. You're gonna press your palms into your thighs. You're gonna press your thighs into your palms. And you're gonna lift your head up. So here we go. Big breath in. Exhale, push. Push your hands and thighs into each other. Curl up a little higher. Hold 5. Hold 4. Can you come a little higher? Push, push, push. Abs down. 2 and 1. Nice work. Hug your knees into your chest. Whew. All right. You made it. We are going to stretch. I want you to plant your feet down. Legs just hip distance apart. And then lift your hips up. You're gonna kind of walk your shoulders underneath you so you can grab your hands, press your hips up. If taking a full bridge is something in your practice, you can do that here. Hug your knees in towards each other if they're flopping out. Try to stretch a little bit more through your spine. One more breath in. And then release your hands. Drop down. All right, just roll over one shoulder. Find some cat-cows. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Arch through your back, lift your head. And then round through your spine, drop your chin. One more time. Arch. And then lift. All right, you're gonna take your left hand, walk it just a little bit forward, and then take your right hand, weave it underneath you, coming down to your shoulder. Reach your hand long. And then rise up. I should have done the other side first so you guys could see me. All right, right hand comes a little forward. Left hand weaves under you, come to your shoulder. All right, I didn't say on the other side with my back to you, but you can always take your right hand, wrap it around, touch your left hip. Big breath in and out. And then come back to center. Click your toes together, let your knees spread wide. Find a nice child's pose. We're gonna stretch our triceps here, so press your elbows down, tap your shoulders. Walk your hands, your elbows out a little bit more. And then just rise up. Come to your knees and find a little sway side to side. Side to side. And hold your left arm forward. Grab it with your right hand. And a little stretch. You can rotate if that feels right for you. Shoulders down. Breath in. Out. Release. Other side. Just make sure you're not grabbing at your elbow. Breathe in. Out. All right, we are gonna end standing. So I want you to curl your toes under, find a low crouch. You drop your heels to the floor, stretch through the back of your legs, and then lift your hips. Stay in a moment in this double hamstring stretch. You shift your weight into the balls of your feet. And then nice and slow, rise up. Bend your knees. We'll take 3 big breaths to end our time together here. Find a gentle, soft bend in your knees. Breathe in. Dive forward as much as feels good on the down. One more breath in. And down. Last one. Breathe in. Let your hands meet at the top. Pull your hands down to heart center. And then give yourselves a round of applause. Nice job, everybody. I'm going to scroll through the feedback before I leave.